Welcome back to our Rollercoaster Odyssey. So I thought we could take a ride in this one before we get started with the rest of the episode. So here's the observation, one of them, I think. One of the pre-built coaster in this scenario, observation it was called. So one thing that appeared was yet another challenge. Monkey Monkey Flop, and we want to sell 30 monkey toys in 60 days. So let's try that one as well. We want to sell monkey toys from the Safari's toy store. So let's have one shop here then. And we want to sell monkey toys, so we'll just get rid of all the other ones. And we should also add then the second alternative over here. And we'll see how that goes. We've already sold 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we'll do this. 5 more to go. So there we got that. We got 5,000. Great. That's some well-needed money. Then we can also probably buy enough gems to get to the next level. So we'll have a couple of you. Maybe we can have some kids also. How many do we have now? 9, of course. There we go. And we got a large amount of cash as well. Okay, good. So we can probably continue to invest quite a bit. For the orangutans, let's create an enclosure up here for you. Oh, we have the best animals and we have the cutest animals. Great. One more. And now we have a boost our research. However, now we have no... Well, we could take out a larger loan, but I don't want to do that. Actually, I want to repay most of this. So now what we want to do is to save up for all our 30 gorillas. Do people still think this is a good value? Yes, they do. So let's raise it even further. How about this one? Good value. Isn't very exciting though. So maybe since there's only 3 in here or something, we'll let you stay at 2 for now. So while we could make this into a waiting game just to buy more gorillas, there's not too much fun in that. So I think we can expand the park with some double swinging invert ships, a motion simulator, flying saucers, space rings, and a zero-G trampoline. I also noticed that some guests were completely out of money, so we should also add an ATM so that they can spend some more money here in our park. We could possibly place that one there. Now we only have 600 left, but we should also focus at maybe adding some stalls over here so that the people don't have to walk all the way over there and compete for those few stalls that are there. And we have maybe just enough to add one food stall and also maybe some toilets. Now we need to take care of our ape house. The orangutans are very hungry and it's not going too well for our animal keeper, so we need more of these. So let's add you there. We can send for one of you right away. Maybe we could have, can we change? Yeah, we'll have one of you just being tasked with filling the troughs. Maybe we also need the same focus for the chimpanzees, and we'll fill you up often enough also. So let's add one of you that only focuses on that, and one that only focuses on dung, I suppose. We don't have too many gorillas yet, so they are probably fine for the time being with a single... Yeah, she doesn't really have much to do. Oh, there's that one. We should probably also take a bit care of our janitors. Let's place one there. We could have one being responsible for this area here, and the second one can be responsible for the entrance area. You'll be responsible for that entire piece of stairs as well, right? And one of you will move you over here, and you'll be responsible for this area. I've got a really long queue for this one. Maybe we can charge a bit more for you. These ones also. There are not that many guests that have reached this area though. But I guess we can start focusing on getting a couple more gorillas. So we'll add those. And can we afford one baby as well? Maybe that will attract some more people into the viewing gallery. That will cost us 680. Okay. So, and since we could charge 5 for that one, maybe we can crank this up to that already as well. We'll see. Yeah, so we basically have these thought for all the 3 enclosures that we have. Not for this one anymore. But still with that one. Raise it to 6. Can we reach it? Raise it even further even. Okay, now that this one has reached its limit. So we'll decrease that to 5. We also got a comment that peeps are thirsty and that orangutans are able to feed. So we might need to build a second house here. We'll do that for them. Like so. And we should also place another drink stall. We could do that here near the entrance. Have some more rocket boosts. Something else we haven't focused at is placing waste bins or space bins. We should do that. There's a bunch of, well, not too much litter right here, but there's a bunch elsewhere in the park. Especially, well, not too much up there. But if we look over here, there's a bunch of waste near the stores there. So we'll have that, and just a couple ones along the path here. And especially over here. We could also look at these toys. I think these, yeah, the ice mango blocks, they are actually some sort of food source, so we can add a bunch of those for the orangutans. They could also have maybe some tires to play with, one ball. Let's do the same for the gorillas. Bit to play with. And also the chimpanzees. Janitor 2 has quit, that's not good. Where were you responsible? The tire disappeared? What on earth? So there are 800 guests in the park, but only 526 customers to the information booth. A bunch of people also have umbrellas, so I wonder if there aren't too many people that have bought maps. Because there aren't a lot of people over there. Maybe we should add one more of those as well. So we could have that. Maybe we should have that over here. We'll buy maps. Viewing galleries are still a really good value. But now while we wait for a bit more money to buy more gorillas, maybe we could take this first roller coaster for a ride. It's called Rush. So that was a quick coaster with a bit of an outbreak. So one thing that's a bit interesting about this one or this scenario is that the pictures on the like career home screen, they are not space themed. They have like still the more generic and colonial style building. Also, the entrance building is in the colonial style as I suppose as many of the first Wild scenarios. So I suppose they changed it to a more space themed one for a bit more variation. So I started to see these comments that they've spent most of their money, so we'll add one more ATM here near the gorillas or chimps somewhere. Sure, we can have it over there in between all of them. And we can now raise your admission price a bit. Just the thought over here. Still really good value. Or is it 9? That's really good. This one, still really good value. Let's try to raise it to 10 since there's more animals in here. The gorillas might also start to become a bit more cramped, so I just think I'll expand this enclosure a bit. So let's do that, and also to the side here. Yeah, now we also need more houses for them to feed. Alright, 8 seemed to be the limit for the chimps. Mine was too much for them. How about up here? It's still a really good value. Oh, it's maxed out at 10, and that's still a good value, so we can't do more than that. And we have 20 orangutans, and we now also have 20 gorillas, so we could probably max this one out as well. And now for the first time we got some babies, but we don't really need them, so let's see. Casted chimp. We'll sell you, and that makes us being able to afford another gorilla. So we need now just 7 more, and we can already afford to buy, let's see here, 1, 2, 2, and 3, and 4. So now we only need 3 more. And we now also got 1 orangutan baby. And with that, oh, we got another one. And with that, we can have gorilla number, let's see here, 28, 29, and we're now a true tycoon. Okay, so the last part of this park, oh, there are a bunch of monkeys flying in here. So the last part of this park was a bit like tedious, just waiting it out for getting enough money for the gorillas. We still haven't got well, we have a bunch of pregnant gorillas, but we don't have, well, the babies we have, those were the ones we bought ourselves. But we got orangutan babies, and we got chimp babies. We have 800 guests in the park. We had we have a bit of issue with litter and vomit. Tried to place a bunch of waste bins, but apparently we don't have enough janitors to take all of that. But with that, I hope you enjoyed this scenario here. What was it? The Rollercoaster Odyssey. As always, my name is Søren, and I thank you for watching. See you in the next scenario.